Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Drew Cain isn't very popular in Port Charles right now. He has more enemies than friends. General Hospital fans think the character might be killed off in a shocking murder mystery. Is Cameron Mathison leaving? Who do fans predict as the killer? Keep reading for the latest. Drew Cain, Cameron Mathison, has been making enemies everywhere he goes lately. He angered the Quatermain family after demolishing the family crypt. They stripped him of the family name. But they don't know the half of his recent dastardly actions. Yes, they know about his affair with Willow, Kathleen McMullen, after Michael, Rory Gibson, exposed it via the nanny cam during a family party. The Quatermains, of course, took Michael's side. Michael was sent to Europe for treatment after suffering severe burns in a fire. Drew pulled strings to prevent Willow from visiting her ex-husband. But now Michael is back, and he's not ready to forgive the affair. He was granted custody of Wiley and Amelia after an intense court battle. Willow, Michael, and the Quatermains are clueless about the lengths Drew went to in an attempt to secure custody for Willow. In a shocking move, he spoke in earshot of Wiley about how Michael doesn't really want Wiley or Amelia now that he has a new baby. After finding out about Drew and Willow's affair, Michael had a one-night stand with Sasha, Sophia Mathison, that resulted in a pregnancy. He only found out during the custody hearings that he was the father. Sasha went into labor from the stress of testifying. Michael and Sasha's daughter, Daisy, is in danger, and many fans think Willow will kidnap the infant after losing custody of her children. Drew recently went toe-to-toe with his brother Jason, Steve Burton, over the kids. The interaction ended in what many fans thought was Jason threatening to kill Drew. But Jason isn't the only suspect if Drew ends up dead. If you ask General Hospital fans, Drew Cain has had it coming for a while. Jason and Michael may be at the top of his enemy list, but they're not the only names on it. Drew has gained control over several Port Charles residents with threats, including Nina, Cynthia Watrous, and Portia, Brooke Kerr. And of course, Sonny, Maurice Bernard, isn't happy with Drew going after Michael's wife while they were still married. In one recent episode, Portia's daughter Trina, Tabian Ali, expressed her hatred for Drew. Expect Willow to be added to the enemy list after she finds out what Drew's been up to. He has a lot of enemies and any one of them could murder him. Fans took to social media to speculate which character has the most motive. I just have a gut feeling it's going to be Trina. Probably Willow, if she learns the truth. However, Willow will forget she killed Drew and Nino will take the fall to redeem herself for sleeping with Drew. I think if it does happen, Trina will be the one to do it and Joss will somehow help cover it up. They're making Trina way too amped up about Drew lately. I don't put it past Drew to frame someone. Many fans agreed that it would be too obvious for Jason or Sonny to be the culprit. General Hospital fans predict a murder mystery surrounding Drew, but is the actor leaving the show? In addition to his soap role, Cameron Mathison has a career with Hallmark. He also hosts Beat the Bridge on the Gain Show network. Port Charles is reeling, and so are fans. The biggest question rocking the soap world right now is simple, yet utterly devastating. Is Drew Cain dead? And if so, does that mean Cameron Mathison is leaving General Hospital? Whispers started swirling after Monday's episode left viewers stunned with a cliffhanger that might change the canvas of the soap forever. The aftermath is messy, the tension is palpable, and the stakes have never been higher. If you thought Drew's past military exploits and business entanglements were dangerous, you haven't seen anything yet. The June 24 episode lit the match with one ominous shot. Drew lying motionless in a pool of blood, his phone just out of reach, and his last words echoing ominously. "Tell Willow, I'm sorry." The screen cut to black and viewers were left frozen. Social media exploded within seconds, with hashtags like #DrewDead and #GXisACameraMathison trending within the hour. But is this truly the end for the character once again portrayed by Mathison since 2021? And more importantly, was Drew murdered? Or could this be another fake-out in classic production have remained tight-lipped? But some behind-the-scenes movement may hint at something major brewing. Cameron Mathison has long been juggling multiple projects, including his Hallmark hosting duties and an upcoming mystery film. While his schedule has always been packed, he's continued to assure fans that GH remains a top priority. But soap insiders now speculate that he may be stepping back, or stepping out, for good. One source at ABC, who requested anonymity, revealed Cameron wrapped several scenes ahead of schedule 2 weeks ago, and the vibe on set felt final. But what kind of exit is this? Drew Kane has been through kidnappings, presumed deaths, and memory implants. Could this time be the real thing? The shocking possibility of Drew's murder could ripple through every storyline in Port Charles. For starters, what does this mean for Carly Spencer, who only recently mended their fragile romance? After their prison fallout, years of emotional confusion, and some undeniably steamy reunions, Drew and Carly finally seemed to find their rhythm. In fact, just days before the shooting, Drew gave Carly a heartfelt promise. "I'm not going anywhere." Famous last words. For Carly, losing Drew would be a brutal blow, not just emotionally, but logistically. Their connection has served as both her anchor and her distraction from Sonny Corinthos, whose new engagement to Natalia Rogers has only deepened Carly's emotional roller coaster. If Drew is dead, Carly might spiral, and fans know that when Carly spirals, she gets destructive. Will she go after whoever hurt Drew, or will she turn inward and isolate? Could this even send her back towards Sonny in her grief? Then there's Willow, whose relationship with Drew evolved into a deeply layered friendship. Drew was the one who supported her most during her cancer diagnosis and transplant journey. He was there when Michael couldn't be, when Nina was a threat, and when Carly's secrets pushed her over the edge. If Drew is really gone, Willow's emotional stability could crack again, especially after her recent attempt to reunite the family. And what of Michael Corinthos? Michael and Drew formed a strong business alliance at Aurora Media, but also had one of the most subtle and effective male friendships on the show. Will Michael go rogue and avenge Drew's death? He has the resources, and let's not forget, he's taken revenge before. But the question remains, who would want Drew Kane dead? On the surface, he's a straight-laced ex-Navy SEAL with good intentions. But dig a little deeper, and you'll uncover layers of business, betrayal, and blackmail. Fans are already pointing fingers at Valentin Casadilin, who recently clashed with Drew over ELQ shares and a potentially incriminating file Drew had in his possession. Others think Tracy Quartermain could be involved, albeit indirectly. Her latest scheme to regain control of ELQ might have put Drew in someone else's crosshairs. And then there's Ned, currently Eddie Main, still recovering his identity and memory. Did he accidentally reveal something sensitive to the wrong person? Or did someone use him as a pawn in a much larger game? Some fans theorize that Tracy's attempt to manipulate Eddie into rejoining ELQ may have backfired, leading to Drew's demise as collateral damage. There's also the lingering question of Cyrus Renault. Though he's been keeping a relatively low profile since being released from Pentonville, Cyrus remains dangerous. Viewers haven't forgotten his cryptic warning to Drew during a recent run-in at GH. Even saints bleed. Could Cyrus have orchestrated this attack from the shadows, punishing Drew for the chaos he caused behind bars? After all, Drew helped secure intel that led to one of Cyrus' biggest drug routes being exposed. Is this simply payback? Port Charles police, specifically Dante and Chase, are already on the case. The official word is that the incident is under investigation, but GH watchers know what that means. Expect the case to get more tangled than ever, with twists around every corner. Sources say Dante will uncover a major clue within the next week that may implicate someone shockingly close to Drew. Could it be someone from inside Aurora Media? Or even someone from Carly's past, trying to eliminate Drew to punish her? Of course, this entire plot twist is raising one major real-world question. Is Cameron Mathison done with General Hospital? So far, the actor and network have not issued any official statement. However, eagle-eyed fans noticed that Mathison recently removed all GH-related images from his Instagram profile and posted a cryptic caption about new beginnings. Combined with reports of him filming in Vancouver, speculation has reached fever pitch. The actor has always spoken highly of GH, calling the opportunity a second chance at life after his cancer recovery. Would he really walk away without a proper send? Is this all a masterclass in misdirection? Soap operas are infamous for faking deaths and orchestrating jaw-dropping returns. Drew was presumed dead before, and as longtime GH fans know, falling off cliffs, exploding in cars, or being shot in the chest doesn't guarantee anything. There's even talk that Jason Morgan, now back in Port Charles, might be connected to Drew's disappearance. The brothers have never quite made peace, and there's a lingering sense of unfinished business. What if Drew's shooting was staged as part of a plan, either by Jason or another unseen ally, to protect him from a bigger threat? Alternatively, Drew's murder could be a framing tactic. If someone wanted to take down Sonny Corinthos, Michael Corinthos, or even Carly, eliminating Drew and pointing the finger might be a strategic way to implode multiple power players at once. And let's not ignore Ava Jerome, whose business dealings with Sonny recently overlapped with Drew's financial maneuvers. Was Ava somehow involved, perhaps unknowingly? Then there's the wild theory currently circulating on fan forums, that Drew wasn't the intended target at all. What if the bullet was meant for Gio, Tracy, or even Jason, but Drew got in the way? This would not only provide a path for Drew's potential survival, but also reframe the storyline entirely. An accidental shooting opens the door to moral ambiguity, revenge, and cover-ups, and we all know how good GH is at those. Meanwhile, fans continue to rally online with messages of support and panic. Cameron Mathison can't be leaving. Drew and Carly were just getting good again, one fan wrote. Another tweeted, if Drew is really dead, they'd better give him a legacy episode, flashbacks and all. A growing number of viewers are also demanding clarity from TPTB, the powers that be, calling for either confirmation of Mathison's exit or a preview of what's coming next. But so far, GH is staying silent, and that's only fueling the fire. The cliffhanger ending has even pulled in casual viewers, with ratings reportedly spiking after Drew's bloody fall. That kind of audience interest might be enough to keep the mystery alive for weeks or months. Back on set, several cast members have shared vague comments hinting at turmoil. Laura Wright Carly recently posted a photo captioned, "Heartbroken. Change is hard." Meanwhile, Eden McCoy, Jocelyn, tweeted, "Nothing is what it seems. Stay tuned. #J." These breadcrumbs have fans dissecting every post, every expression, and every off-screen interaction for clues. So what happens next? If Drew survives, it will likely be in critical condition, perhaps in a coma. This would allow the show to extend the suspense while giving Cameron Mathison a break, temporary or permanent. Alternatively, if Drew is confirmed dead, expect a massive funeral episode, likely centered around Carly, Michael, Willow, and Scout. Emotional fallout could ripple for weeks, affecting storylines across the canvas, from ELQ to Sonny's criminal empire to even Alex's legal work. If the show really does kill off Drew Kane, it won't be a quiet departure. General Hospital knows the weight of this character, and what he means to the Quatermain family, to Carly, to Scout. His death would have consequences, and in Port Charles, consequences rarely stay buried. But if this is a red herring, a temporary disappearance or protective ploy, then expect a dramatic return. Maybe Drew reemerges with a new identity, hidden by the WSB, Or maybe he's working undercover to bring down a bigger threat. The possibilities are endless, and that's exactly what makes General Hospital so compelling, even 60 years in. One thing is certain, the storyline is reaching a boiling point. Whether this is Cameron Mathison's grand exit or the launch of his biggest arc yet, GH fans are in for a wild ride. If Drew Kane is dead, it marks the end of an era. But if he's alive and hiding in the shadows, then Port Charles may be on the brink of an even bigger war. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.